Here is a sound that you are going to hear when someone is in the shower and then somebody else goes to flush the toilet.
Oh no, who did that?
Because your water pressure just changed. You now have more hot water going to the shower than cold water, and this often happens in older homes. And a simple solution to this, one that's not going to cost you any money at all, would be to simply reduce the amount of water flowing into the toilet. And you can do this by rotating the shutoff valve in the direction that is going to reduce the amount of water. Now, this will depend upon the type of valve that you have. And for this one here, we are rotating it clockwise to shut the water off. So you're basically going to shut the water off. Keep rotating it until it stops and that you have verified that the water is actually shut off. And then simply rotate it back maybe half or a full turn and then see what happens. And yes, this is our cat here, the inspector, making sure that everything is okay. He's got his eye on everybody in the audience. And I'm not going to bother going into a lot of detail about how this all works. However, I will provide you with a brief explanation. So what we have here is the water supply for the bathtub and shower valve. And then over here we have our toilet with our water supply to the toilet. And then our bathroom sink, hot and cold water here. And then our kitchen sink, hot and cold water. And I'll just go ahead and remove all of the framing, give you an idea. Over here is the washer and the dryer. So these are the water lines for this particular house. And basically what happens is you have water coming in on the same line, basically with the same pressure. And as it kind of branches off in one direction or the other, you can actually reduce the amount of water going to the shower on the cold water side by opening up any of the fixture valves that are on that line. So if I was to flush the toilet, so here's the water supply line for the toilet, then instead of all of the cold water going to the shower, I'm going to have some of it going to the toilet. And this is what's going to reduce the pressure or lower the amount of water going into the cold water side of the valve. And that's often what's going to allow more hot water to come in. And of course, that would be the reason for the quick burst of hot water coming out of the shower head. So that's just a brief explanation to hopefully provide you with a general idea of why you're going to try and reduce the amount of water going into the toilet so that more of the cold water will be allowed to go to the shower and less to the toilet, and hopefully solving your problem.